Welcome to Finding Stuff Out. I'm on a trampoline with a popsicle and earmuffs because of some questions I got. Starting with this one. Sorry, it's just a bit tricky to get my remote without dropping my popsicle. Is there anything left to discover or invent? I don't know, but by the end of the show, I'll find out. Meanwhile, I wish there was an invention that could keep me from dropping my popsicle while I click my remote, because I have another question. Not again.
I'd like to invent something one day. Do kids invent things?
Yes, kids do invent things. And that's why I'm jumping on a trampoline with earmuffs and popsicles, because all three of those things were invented by kids. I found out that 15-year-old Chester Greenwood invented earmuffs in 1870 because his ears got cold when he went skating. Frank Epperson was only 11 when he invented popsicles. George Nissen was a teenager when he invented the trampoline, which he later taught a kangaroo to jump on with him. Jumping with a kangaroo wasn't an invention or a discovery, but it was pretty cool. And kids invented other amazing things too. Like glow-in-the-dark paper, braille that allows blind people to read, an invention that would later become a TV, or a flashlight that turns body heat into light. No batteries required. Okay, maybe I can invent a hands-free way to hold my popsicle on the trampoline. Maybe not. But kids do invent stuff all the time, and we're going to meet some of them right now and see what their inventions are. This is a huge science fair. 500 kids who love science are here to show off their ideas, experiments, and inventions. And I'm gonna meet some of them right now. Hi, Dylan. So what's your invention?
My project's about generating power from the sun without using solar panels. The way I'm doing this is using mirrors. So the sun is hitting these mirrors, reflecting back, and creating a superheated spot.
That's hot.
My dish needs to be facing the sun at all times. So I developed my own active tracking software.
Cool, but this needs to be bigger, right?
Yes, my plan is to make a very large version. I have a 3-meter dish and a 14-foot arch on top of my roof, and hopefully heat my hot water tank, my house, and power my lights.
Wow, free energy.
Exactly, free energy. This is my passion, and it feels amazing.
It is amazing. Good luck. Our next inventor made something that doesn't use the sun, but it definitely is out of this world. Hi.
Hi, Zoe. My name is Eunyoung Kim, and I invented a glove that's for astronauts to use on Mars.
Whoa.
Since Mars is so dusty, my glove helps astronauts pick up their tools because basically they're blind on Mars. So there's sensors built into this glove, and when the sensors get close to an object, it sends signals to this small computer that makes the glove vibrate.
Do you think NASA will want to use your invention?
Yes, I think it's a good opportunity for NASA to use this glove when they go to Mars.
Woohoo! Let's hope they do. Now here's an invention that you definitely don't need gloves to use. Hi.
My name is Deho Daniel Sky. I'm from a First Nations community called Gahnawage, and my project is the door pedal. The door pedal allows you to open up your door using your foot instead of your hands.
Cool, but who uses it?
I went to my local hospital and I allowed a nurse to try it out because there's lots of germs in the hospital. She said it was very sanitary because she doesn't have to touch the door handle anymore. And also at my grandmother's convenience store. So now when she's bringing big, heavy things into her store, she can now just open it with her foot. This should open doors for me.
Talk about using your head and your feet. And here's Tamid. He invented a wheel that can adjust to any road condition.
You can see that the wheel is a complete circle right now. You can see it changes into something very, very spiky. I've spent many weeks, months on the computer screen trying to get my parts to fit together, and when it finally did, when the wheel was finally able to turn and also change shape, it felt great. Woo! This really works well in sand, in snow, in mud, but then when you come back to a highway, you're able to press the button again and get it back to a circle.
Well, that's like reinventing the wheel. Thanks. Now here are two people who also took a really old invention and made it into something new and amazing. Hi.
Zoe, son, dyan no hito mo nga.
Ang malawang highlight siya.
Jenna and Elijah are Inuit and live in the far north in Saluit, Nunavut.
That's Hullik Inuit oil lamp.
They worked out a way to use the heat of a traditional oil lamp and make electricity to charge a cell phone.
Heat from Hullik, it make electricity so you can charge when you're camping.
So you never run out of power. Cool. That's a lot of inventions. But what about discoveries?
Here's a question from Michael.
What is the difference between a discovery and an invention?
Yeah.
What's the difference? That's what I asked some of my friends.
Ask a friend.
An invention is something that you make, and a discovery is when you find something, but it's already made by nature.
A discovery is when you find something new, and an invention is when you make something new.
Well, I checked, and I found out you guys are right. Now,
Speaking of discoveries, here's a question from Daniel.
What does Eureka mean?
well, Daniel, when I was trying to find out what Eureka means, I found this great story. So I made this animation. Archimedes was an ancient Greek mathematician, philosopher, engineer, astronomer, and inventor. Fortunately, despite being very busy, rumor has it he still took a bath regularly. The story is he discovered the principle of displacement when he noticed how the water level rose when he lowered his body into it. When he realized his discovery, he shouted out, "Eureka!" which is the ancient Greek word for "I have found it." Archimedes also discovered that stuff that's less dense than water, like gases for instance, float to the surface instead of sinking to the bottom. We don't know how he discovered that, but you never know. Eureka!
Speaking of Eureka, I had an idea to put bouncy springs on my popsicle, so while I'm on the trampoline, it can bounce along with me.
Oh no.
If I can't invent a way, maybe I'll discover one eventually. I have discovered that kids have discovered a lot of cool things.
When she was 10, Catherine Gray discovered a supernova. That's an exploded star. And Catherine is a bit of a star herself because she's the youngest person to ever discover a supernova. 15-year-old Tom Wag discovered his own planet. And 15-year-old Willem Gattery may have discovered a lost Mayan city by using star maps. And lots of kids have discovered ancient fossils.
Hey, cool! A dinosaur fossil. Here's a question from Mateus.
Who found the first fossils of a dinosaur?
Flat Earth Corner!
I wish I could find something really valuable down here, like gold. Hey, that's odd. There's something there. Forsooth, I found the bones of a dragon. Hey, I wonder if these bones would taste good in soup. I could be the first kid to invent dragon soup. People who found the first dinosaur fossils thought they were the bones of dragons.
I guess dinosaurs do sort of look like dragons, but it took a while for people to realize what they'd found. And it took a while for the grand prize winner of the science fair to discover a treatment that might help some people feel better.
Hi Zoe, my name is Melissa, and I was able to make a discovery in many patients that had a type of cancer, lymphoma, so it's a cancer of the blood cells. They're usually treated with something called chemotherapy. Then the cancer patient usually starts to feel really bad because that treatment kills your good and bad cells all at the same time. I wanted to develop a new method to help cancer patients so that they wouldn't become so weak.
Wow, what inspired you to do that?
I have an uncle who has cancer. I also have many friends who are related to other people who also have cancer. So it affects many people, and I wanted to do something that would help a lot of people. I still have a lot more research to do, and hopefully one day be able to really make this treatment available for everybody.
Good luck. Thanks, Melissa. Now I'm going to meet some inventors who also had a very personal reason for making their inventions. This is Samantha Gray and Tegan Kit. They also wanted to invent something that would help people. Wow, this isn't like any other boot I've ever seen before.
We were inspired to invent it by one of our friends who is almost always getting hurt. She has a lot of accidents.
She fell off a trampoline once.
She fell off her bike.
And a fence.
So I'm guessing this boot doesn't prevent injuries. What does it do?
Our friend was always getting cast, and when she was going out in the rain, it would always get wet, so we wanted to make a boot so she didn't have to get her cast wet.
And the whole cast can fit inside, and it just does up.
To try it out, I put on some extra heavy socks so it'd be like I have a cast.
Now you can put the boot on and see how it works.
Cool, no laces.
How does it feel?
It's comfy. I could see how this could hold a cast. Ta-da!
In the beginning, our invention was going to be on a shoe, but the shape wasn't right. So we picked a boot.
And when we were making the boot, some of the glue wasn't strong enough, so we had to get new glue. And
First, when we were doing it, we used magnets like this on one side and washers on the other side, but it wasn't strong enough. So
we
used
decided to use
magnets on both sides.
Okay, now I'm going to put your boot to the test. So my foot won't get soaked?
Not a chance.
Definitely not.
Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit more daring. Hey, my foot isn't wet. That's awesome.
It's actually meant for puddles, but it works in the shallow end.
What's next for you inventors?
We would like to add some reflectors to the boot to make it more safe at night.
And add some cool designs to make it more fashionable. And we also have come up with a logo.
Puddle jumpers. Awesome. So Samantha and Tegan were inspired by trying to keep things dry. Now here's an invention created by someone who wanted to make sure people could get wet when they need to. Rachel Brower won medals at 2 science fairs, including a gold medal for her very watery invention. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Zoe.
So what did you invent?
So this is a water pasteurization system for third world countries. It removes the bacteria and impurities from water, making it safe to drink.
What inspired you to make this?
So a couple of years ago, when I was 11, my family went hiking in New Hampshire. We saw the lakes and the rivers, but then we saw the contaminated do not drink signs. And at the same time, I was reading the I'm Malala book. And in this book, many women and girls are dying from the cholera outbreak. So I put the two things together and I decided I wanted to make a difference.
Cool, so how does it work?
So first the water is pumped from a water hole or lake, and then it runs through this basic cotton and charcoal filter system. Once it runs through this system, the 2-liter bottles are filled up, and then you would remove them from the system.
What did you find difficult?
So though the system removes the impurities, I found that bacteria is also found in water. That's when I designed this novel color-changing wax indicator. So once your 2-liter bottles are removed from the system, you'd place this inside and then place your bottles on a piece of corrugated tin roof. The sun will heat the water to 40 degrees Celsius, and this blue wax will change from dark blue to light pink, indicating that the water's heating up. Then once that water reaches 60 degrees Celsius, this will melt and run into the second vial, indicating that the water is safe to drink.
Wow, that's awesome. So what's next?
And this summer, my system will be tested in Kenya and Pakistan.
Do you have a message for kids who'd like to invent stuff?
Find something you're passionate about, and just because you're a kid doesn't mean that you can't make a difference.
Thanks for being on my show and showing us your invention. Now here's a question from Yasmina.
How many discoveries and inventions are there in this world?
How many inventions and discoveries are there? Let's see. Electricity, fire, air conditioning, toilet paper, the printing press, vaccines, getting warm, refrigeration to keep heads from getting warm, eyeglasses, internet, jet engines, airplanes, helicopters, rockets, compasses, calendars, cars, radios, cranium getting hot, brain starting to overload, pasteurization, telephones, boats, motors, cars, radio, cranium getting hot, DVDs, drones, food chains, synapses firing like a laser. Oh no! Ah! You're gonna make my head explode! The truth is, nobody really knows how many inventions and discoveries there are. Because There have been so many throughout history. And this gives me an idea for a song.
Inventions and discoveries, doing something new. They help us do things that we wanna do. Like dreaming up a robot to help us clean our room. Create a kind of rocket to take us to the moon. Energy from the sun, non-polluting cars. Gloves that help you find your tools on Mars. Inventing and discovery, it's doing something new. Inventing and discovering will open doors for you. Inventing and discovering will open doors for you. Inventing and discovering will open doors for you.
My Great Challenge! Today's challengers are Anjali and Logan versus Stefano and Sasha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you some weird inventions, and both teams have to guess what they are. If neither team gets the answer, you get a clue. The team that gets the most correct answers wins. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you girls are gonna go first. Okay.
I think it's like for the baby to go inside. And
Babies are bigger than this.
so, like the new,
We're going for hammock.
I guess.
Okay.
A hammock?
Yeah.
Sorry, girls, that's wrong. Boys, your turn.
Don't see it. Oh, nice cat.
A bag of litter for cats.
Sorry, guys, that's not it. Okay, you guys get the clue now.
I guess it's
bed.
Yeah.
You guys were right. It's a bed for cats.
Yes.
What is it?
Cheese shredder or
something shredder.
yeah, it's like a shredder. Yeah, it comes out from here.
Yeah. Is it like a shredder?
Sorry, guys, you're wrong.
So I think it's something that you could put like a fruit or something inside.
A fruit cutter, let's say.
A cutter? Sorry, guys, that's wrong as well. So you guys now get the clue.
A juicer.
Yeah, you guys are right.
Yeah.
You put the lemon in, and you squish it, it comes out. You hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Let's see how much juice it made.
You spilled some.
What is it?
Has to be like a decoration for something.
I don't think so.
It's something that we
Used to clean a toilet or something. A drain.
Sorry, girls, that's wrong. Okay, you guys go.
But could it be a decoration? Because this could be the hair. This isn't look like. No, why would it be a doll? But can't you see? Does this look like a doll's hair? Eyes.
Okay, guys, I need an answer.
A decoration.
Decoration? Sorry, guys, that's also wrong. Okay, now you guys get the clue.
Oh, it's a potato smasher?
You guys are right. When it's baked, you mash it.
Oh, I know what it is. It's like one of these old-fashioned bells. Hold on.
I
Yeah,
don't think it's a bell.
Yes,
But there's no
'cause-
like ball inside. And then...
you put the ball inside.
I need a final answer.
What did I say?
A bell?
Sorry, guys. That's wrong.
Sorry, turn. Is it to take out a core of an apple?
Nope. You guys get the clue.
Maybe a lighter?
No, impossible because there's no fire thingamajig.
Yeah, but you could put something in.
A lighter for candles?
Sorry, girls, it's not it.
Oh, maybe not. Is it to take out the light?
Yeah, you guys are right. Yes. You use this to put out a candle without burning your fingers.
All right.
Okay, both teams have 2 points. So this is the tiebreaker. What is it?
A measuring magnet?
A measuring magnet? Sorry, girls, that isn't it.
There's circles on it. Could
Could it be a tracer?
Is it a tracer?
Sorry, guys, that's not a tracer. So you guys now get the clue.
Oh my! It's the whole. Is it like to measure the pasta?
You guys are right, it wins. Yes. What you do is you put it in, and that's how you measure it for 3 people.
That's cool. I need that at home.
Well, thanks for being on my show and helping me find stuff out. Now, time to answer the question that inspired my show today.
Is there anything left to discover or invent?
The big answer is... Well, Anthony, to answer your question, I've decided to ask someone who's gone all the way to space to discover things. Astronaut Chris Hadfield. Thanks for being on my show. So, do you have an answer to Anthony's question? Is there anything left to invent or discover?
Zoe, we have no idea what we're doing. We are just getting started. We don't know what 94% of the universe is even made of. We are just infants. There are so many problems that we need to solve, and we're counting on scientists and engineers and bright young people like you and like people right across the country and around the world to solve those problems. So there's a whole world of things to discover and learn from and improve the quality of life with.
Thanks, Chris. Well, that's my show for today. By the way, notice anything different? I finally invented a popsicle holder that lets me use my remote and take my earmuffs off. See you next time for more Finding Stuff Out.
Inventions and discoveries, doing something new. They help us do things that we wanna do. Like dreaming up a robot to help us clean our room. Create a kind of rocket to take us to the moon. Inventing and discovery, it's doing something new. Inventing and discovering will open doors for you. Inventing and discovering will open doors for you.